So you just want to hop up there real quick, set up to that golf ball for me like you normally would. So obviously one thing that we discussed is Tyler has a pretty unique grip. It's very strong, which leads to a pretty flat takeaway. So what I'm going to do here is place an alignment rod kind of into the bat to give Tyler the sensation that he cannot be so flat on his takeaway. This is a really simple thing. So due to his positions that he puts himself in with his takeaway, having such a flat backswing leads to a very inside angle of attack, open club face, produces that push draw that we see all the time. You can watch it by just watching his swing. You know what was going to happen. You can see the ball flight. You know what's going to happen. So the easiest thing for me as a teacher to explain to Tyler the way to correct this would be, one, we're going to try and get our swing plane a little bit more upright. And the easiest way to do that is I want you to set up to the ball now. So obviously we have this guide behind you. I just want you to take it back just real quick, not a full swing. We're not going to hit the ball, but just get the feel for that. So that definitely is more upright than you usually are, correct? Yeah. Okay, good. So another simple thing that I like to show to my students is you could stand, adjust the ball, please. Now, one reason that Tyler's takeaway is very flat, obviously it's due to his grip, but also his takeaway gets very severe. Where, is it okay if I touch your hand? Yeah. So he tends to bring the club back toward his hip very quickly. So one thing that I like to do is I would just stand out here basically, holding my hand out as if I had a baseball glove on, and just say, Tyler, I want you to bring the club to my hand. Good. So obviously that's going to way exaggerate what we're actually doing. Yeah. But if we way exaggerate it compared to what you actually do, we're going to land somewhere in the middle, which is where we want to be. So just real quick, set up to it. We're not going to hit it. I just want you to get that sensation that if you're coming back toward my hand. Good. Okay, great. So kind of a combination of these two things. I'm going to lower this just a little bit. Obviously we're starting this, so I want Tyler to kind of have a little bit more of a margin of error, and we're going to give it a roll here. Is that okay? You feel comfortable with that? Yeah. Okay, so just maybe a real easy swing real quick. Good. Right away. Not only are we seeing a ball that starts a little more closer to the target line, not as much of a push, but also less severity of a draw. So just watching the ball flight there was maybe a shot that started 5 yards right of his target line with a draw that came back 5 yards. It was, a perfect push draw for what we're looking at. So just by placing that rod there, we were able to kind of alleviate one of the major things that was causing that problem. So what I'm going to do is raise this just a touch. So right there. Now obviously this is a very different sensation for Tyler that he's not used to. I know it's not something that you're used to, but so right there we ticked it on the way back. So obviously, like I said, this is going to be, we're trying to give him a bit of a margin of error. This is two drastic ends of the spectrum for him. Because he's used to hitting a high draw, we're trying to get him to work the ball the other way a significant amount. So it's okay. So I'm going to do the sensation again where I'm going to put my hand back here, and I want you to feel as though you're taking the club head back toward my hand. Good. So it's going to feel like you're taking it way outside. But obviously what we're wanting to do to create this ball flight is as we come into the ball, if you want to stand over it again, we're going to want our path to be across. So right now, what we're looking at is what we're normally, you can pull the club away. What we're normally doing is coming from the inside